Hey guys, I'm Kennedy, and this is Mia, and this is our second episode of Crossroads Kids Connect, so welcome.
Welcome, and thank you for your feedback, you guys. We are making little changes as you guys are giving us feedback, so thank you for the courage and the honesty for letting us know that there are certain things in episode 1 that were a little distracting. So here we are coming back to you. It is Sunday. We are wearing our orange shirts. We wanted to connect with you guys already. And so here is what we learned today on the early ed side. So early ed, Luke 12 verses 16 through 20, it was about the rich fool who had all this grain, and he had a big barn, and then he built a bigger barn, and instead of sharing, he just became like more and more prosperous, but he just didn't share. So with our early ed, our preschool class, we just talked about how you can share what you have been given, and how it's, God so loved the world that he gave his only son. So God modeled that to us and how to share. So at home, parents, what you can do with your kiddos is, hey, maybe even remind them of that story of the barns. It was specifically barns and the grains. And you can maybe give them maybe more portions of something and see if they will share with you or share with their siblings, or maybe even give them their favorite snack for lunch or to school, and encourage them to share at school, because that is what God would have us to do, and that's what Jesus was teaching in Luke 12, is that he was rich, but he was a fool because he didn't share. So that is how you can connect with your preschooler.
Yeah, and they did a great job of that today. They really grasped that concept pretty well.
They did.
And in the elementary classes this month, we're learning about self-control. And today we talked about 1 Samuel 24. And it was talking all about how we can control our anger. And if we don't control our anger, we can lose control, which is what we do not want to do.
Yeah.
So in our Bible story today, we learned about David and Saul. And Saul was coming after David because he was super jealous of him. And David was angry because he felt like that wasn't okay.
That's not cool.
It was not cool. So David could have reacted in a way where he retaliated and got revenge on Saul, but he didn't. And he really showed self-control in that situation. He really controlled his anger, because I'm sure he was angry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But he handled that really well. So that's what we talked about today. And some ways you can connect with your kids this week, practicing self-control, is remind them that when they get angry, there's some steps you can take. You can pause.
Yep.
You can look at the situation. You can walk away. You could take a deep breath.
Yeah.
You can pray. And they can come to you when they're angry, and they can talk it out with you, someone they trust.
Yeah.
So
that's good. They
have to try to put those things in practice so they don't lose control this week. And there was one student this week, actually today, we're recording this today, who really stood out on the elementary side by Miss Susan, and you saw him too. It was...
I did. Okay, did you
drum
like
roll.
This? Okay.
Chris C. Woo!
Good job,
did a
Chris.
Great job. Yeah, he did a really good job. I know you noticed this, of being a really good helper to Miss Susan, and he really did a great job exemplifying self-control to his classmates too.
Yeah.
So, and he was a great helper.
He was super strong with his Niners jersey. He picked up a stack of 4 chairs and moved him over. I was like, oh, Chris, don't get hurt. But he's like, I got this.
Yeah.
He didn't say that, but he was like, pretty much super, super respectful. I loved watching how he held himself in class, and I think Miss Susan would definitely agree with that. And if we'll do another drum roll for the preschool side, Cadence. Cadence, you did such a great job. Mr. Brian and Kira and we loved watching you do worship. We loved watching how you were dancing, you participated. We had mentioned to the kids, kids do worship, I think, a lot better than adults do, because they really express their love for the Lord without any shame or embarrassment. True. And so Cadence, you did such a great job with worship. You did a great job with answering the questions and giving us examples of how you can share. So we wanted to highlight you, Cadence. Thank you so much for what you do. So Chris, Cadence, big ups to you guys. Woo! We love you guys. We will see you next week. And please give us more feedback, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.